Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
It's Wednesday,
Right? Can't go wrong.
and I got new toys.
You did. I love it.
I know, right?
One thing about being a returning guest is I always see when we got new stuff.
I know.
So.
New posters, new
Mm-hmm.
toys. You just never know.
No, you really don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
But new things are happening with you this Saturday.
Yes, I'm super excited. So Saturday is our third annual Small Business and Community Meet and Treat. So we are set up at the Best Western on 1821 Riverside Avenue and Marinette, and we'll be there from noon to 4. We have small business vendors set up to share their businesses and the services they offer. This is a pressure-free event, sales-free event, so you don't have to worry about being bombarded with someone trying to sell you something. It's very relaxed, laid back, fun setting.
Nice.
The kids, we encourage you to bring them through. It is a Halloween themed. There's games, there's costume prizes. The kids will vote for, or the families, the participants will vote for the businesses, and the businesses will then vote for the participants. So it's kind of fun to get the interaction back and forth as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll have door prizes and some other game prizes involved. So there'll be some of that going on.
Oh my gosh.
Sugar Mamas is actually going to be set up outside, so you can always get your sweet treats either before or after to take home, however that looks. And then there will be treats given out at every table, so please bring a treat bag if you're bringing the little
Yeah.
guys, because it is for trick-or-treating.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're pretty excited. Like I said, we've got Katie LeMay has been my sponsor now for the second year, so I definitely want to give her a shout out there at State Farm.
Yeah,
I
she's great.
She is. She does a lot for the community. It's a blessing to work with her.
Definitely.
And then, we have some of a gamut of vendors. So just a sneak peek, we've got some insurance, we've got some wellness people that will be there promoting some different wellnesses aspects.
Nice.
We'll have candles, crafts, travel agents.
Oh, nice.
Chiropractor, real estate. So we've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And it's just a good opportunity to connect with some of the small business owners that you might not
Definitely.
normally connect with
Right.
and learn what they might be able to offer that would be beneficial to you or your family or your friends.
Definitely.
And just support the small businesses that we have available to us.
Well, and our local small businesses are the hub of our communities.
100% the backbone.
You know?
Anyone who knows me knows that I work with a large group of them. And honestly, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Our small business community is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
They not only support one another, there's a lot of collaboration versus competition, which
Right.
is huge. They always are willing to give back to the community so that we can do fun things for
Right,
the community.
right.
I've got great businesses offering great door prizes every year, and they do that. They do the other events that I plan and am part of. So honestly, our small businesses are what make our
I know.
Community.
They're so great.
And if it wasn't for the small businesses, I probably would be gardening or something. like that is what I do.
I wouldn't have good stories to write.
True.
About positive impacts on our community that our small businesses are
100%.
doing. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Whether it's collaborating or donating or whatever it is they're doing.
Just participating,
Right.
getting that participation in these events, whether it's this one or the Giant Pumpkin Festival or the
Right.
downtown trick-or-treating, the participation from the small businesses, if that wasn't there, we wouldn't have any of it.
No.
So the fact that even if they can't necessarily donate or if they can't do certain things, just participating and supporting the events is a huge factor on
gosh.
all ends.
Heck yeah, it is.
So
That support is 100% needed,
definitely,
and it's so appreciated, like
100%.
more than 100%.
Definitely. The one thing I also want to touch on is every event that I hold gives back to the community somehow. So this particular event, what I do is I take a registration fee from each of the vendors, and I also have a donation jug available the day of the event. And all of the donations that we gather, either in the jug or through the registration, sometimes even in this instance, we weren't able to, but sometimes the venue will often donate back the deposit,
Oh,
which in this case,
wow.
that wasn't the case. In not all cases, it is, but sometimes we get that as well. But all of the money then turns around and goes back to some sort of nonprofit within our community.
That's wonderful.
So this year, we're going with Menominee Mid County Ministerium Pantry out of Stevenson.
Yeah.
So they are very grateful to be the recipient of that, and so the vendors are almost always very good about donating that fee.
Yeah.
But if not, there's never any questions asked. In the past, I've given back donations to the people or registrations. As long as you show up, that registration fee will come back to you,
Hmm.
or get donated. If you don't show up, it's automatically donated.
Right.
So
Can you kind of touch a little bit on the pantry?
yeah, so the pantry is held at it's on Samuel Road in Stevenson in the old grocery store. It is connected to the Izzy B's coffee and whatnots that she has up there. Her family is her father and her mother are the people who run the pantry,
Okay.
and it is in the front end. They support a good chunk of the northern part of our county. So any support that they can get is huge. And that's not just monetary support. They also are often in need of people who would do unloading of trucks when they get their trucks. And oftentimes that is a 24-hour notice, sometimes even shorter. So it's hard to get a volunteer at the last minute oftentimes, but that is something that's probably one of their
Mm,
biggest needs, to be honest with you, is manpower to help unload those trucks. And then so if you're in the Stevenson area or you have the time and you're willing to travel to the Stevenson area, I would strongly encourage reaching out to them if that's something that somebody would be willing to step up and volunteer for. I know, on a side note, the Menominee Women's Club is going to try to work on some
are
of that
they?
as well. But again, with the shorter notice, the more people that are available to potentially
Yeah.
help on a short notice, then the more odds of finding someone in that short
Okay.
notice would be. So that is an option. And then another thing that, clean up and just helping with that kind of stuff. The other thing they do is and I don't know if I haven't seen it lately, but they were, maybe it's a seasonal thing and I'd have to follow up with them more, but they were offering monthly community dinners as well once a month. And they were bringing in like 50 people in
Oh my
meals. So
gosh.
that is something that they do at the pantry as well, and they do get some help through the church that they go to up there. But again, any additional manpower that someone might have and willing to share with them would be greatly appreciated.
Wonderful. Yeah, definitely. Especially, I mean, this is a lot.
It is. It's a
A
lot,
lot to
and
handle.
it is, and it's technically handled by less than 5 people, probably closer to three,
Ugh.
mom, dad, and daughter. I'm not saying that they don't have additional help because I know they do on occasion, but again, it is something that they are in need of, and
Are
you know,
they elderly?
um, I mean, no, their
No.
daughter's younger than I am. Their daughter is the same age as my son. So
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how old they are, but no, I wouldn't say they're elderly by
Okay. I
any
was just
means.
concerned that
Yeah,
maybe they
no,
were.
not, but there might be some health issues and
Mm-hmm.
other issues that would prevent things. I know in the past that has been some of the
Okay.
situation. And then the other thing is, I just want to express more than anything, if we know our needs here in town at the pantries, whether it be St. Vinny's or Salvation Army, if we know those needs are high here, then that just shows how high they are in the county. And
Yeah.
the way the system works is oftentimes you have to live in the town or in the area to qualify
Yeah.
to get at that to that pantry. So like especially on the state line, Michigan can't come into Wisconsin, Wisconsin can't come into Michigan. There's a little leeway like on a first time visit, but after that we give you resources to go elsewhere, or to where you would qualify. And so Stevenson, they get a lot of that northern county where there is
Yeah.
no other
Mm-mm.
bigger facility. Now, I'm not saying churches and other things don't have something smaller to offer within
but
their
they're not going to have
the bulk. They're not getting the trucks from
Feeding
the Feeding
America,
America, exactly.
like that.
So, and those are the trucks that we're looking at trying to get them help for.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is them. If you're not aware of them, especially if you live in the northern part and you are in need, please seek them out because they're wonderful people and they have other resources, I'm sure, as well, that they can get you on some different paths. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you're in that northern part of the county and need help as well.
What is their name again?
It is the Menominee Mid-County Ministerium Pantry. And they do have a Facebook page by that name.
Perfect.
And that is where they will often actually, I know that I just saw this week, I think, a post. If not, it might be a week ago. But within the last week, there was a post where they were looking for specific help for specific weekends,
wonderful.
I believe. So, because that's the other thing.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not available to man it on Saturdays, they might need someone to man it too. So, there are some volunteer opportunities in that northern part of the county that people certainly could fill if they are available.
Wow. That would be wonderful.
Yes, and actually thinking of it, I just thought I think I might talk to someone that I just dawned on me that might be able to help them. That's closer to them up there. So
definitely.
but yeah, they're a great, and they also talk about the community dinners on there. So if that is where those resources are available, is on that Facebook page.
We have talked about
Yes,
this
we
in
have.
the past, but prior to that, I did not know that there was a pantry up in the northern
And I think
section.
that's a pretty common census.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people aren't aware that that's available.
No.
And again, I know I work with a group of wonderful volunteers down here. I know that we're not the only area. There's got to be wonderful volunteers up there that are willing to help, but maybe just don't know that the opportunity is available to them up there.
Exactly. Well, somehow, if they're watching this and hearing this, let us know.
Yeah, reach out. I'll get you all the information you want. I'll get you connected to the right people. Very gracious people. So I promise that if you are willing to help, they're great people to work with.
Exactly.
So
definitely. Well, girl.
All right.
Saturday.
Absolutely. Noon to 4 at the Best Western. Come check us out.
Going to be a great time.
Always is.
Wear a costume. You
Please do.
Get some treats.
Absolutely.
Bye. All right. Everybody have a great day. It's Wednesday.
Yep.
Halfway through the week.
Absolutely.